Hello friends, it's Father Linus Mviri of the Congregation of Holy Cross. Ascension of the Lord. 40 days after Easter, the Church gives us this beautiful feast to reflect upon. But what actually does the ascension of the Lord mean? What is it? John tells us no one has ascended into heaven except the one who descended from heaven, the Son of Man. And indeed, the Catechism of the Catholic Church teaches us that Jesus' final operation ends with the irreversible entry of his humanity into the divine glory, symbolized by the clouds and by the heavens, where he is seated from this time forward on the right hand of the Father. The ascension is the completion of one mission and the beginning of another, a completion of Jesus' earthly mission. And now he's going back to eternity to prepare for us a seat. He tells us in John 16:7, "Nevertheless, I tell you the truth. It is to your advantage that I go away. For if I do not go away, the Counselor will not come to you. But if I go, he will come to you." This completion is even more illustrated at the resurrection. Remember Mary Magdalene at the tomb. He wanted to reach to Jesus, and Jesus tells her, "Do not cling to me. I have not yet ascended to my Father. But go tell my brothers and say to them, I am ascending to my Father and to your Father, to my God and to your God." Jesus' earthly mission ends, but then we have another mission beginning, and that's the mission of the apostles. Only and only when this glorious God ascends into heaven, or only when he goes back to his heavenly home, do we see the second mission beginning. He tells them, "I will send you the Holy Spirit," and he assures them that I will even be with you at the end of the ages. He commands them to go and make disciples to the nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit. This is the mission. This is the mandate. After Jesus' ascension, then what are we to do? Do we sit around and wait for something to happen, or we go and do something? The apostles are just gazing at him going to the heavens. But he has commanded them to go. Go. Be my witnesses. How are we going to be witnesses without doing something? Sitting around and waiting for something to happen is the mistaken view of some disciples, which we hear from Luke's account of the ascension in the first reading. "Lord, are you at this time going to restore the kingdom to Israel?" they're asking. They had a mistaken view of Jesus and his mission. But he tells them, "It is not for you to know the times and seasons that the Father has established by his own authority. But you will receive the power of the Holy Spirit when he comes upon you, and you will be my witnesses in Jerusalem and throughout Judea and Samaria and to the ends of the earth." We are not to sit around and wait. We are to do something. You will be my witnesses in Jerusalem, throughout Judea and Samaria, and to the ends of the earth. That's the commission. Clearly, we are not to sit. We are not to sit back and just let society and culture rot around us. We are to be the voice of the voiceless. We are to be the hope of the hopeless. We are to be Christ for others. We are called to make society and culture holy, and we can do this by witnessing, by being and imitating Christ. You know, there is no beauty than being witnesses to Christ. The beauty of Christian witness is invaluable and most necessary in the world we live in. The Dicastery of Cultures tells us that the beauty of Christian witness expresses the beauty of Christianity and provides for its future. How can we be credible in announcing the good news if our lives are unable to manifest the beauty of this life? No wonder Pope Paul VI tells us eloquently that modern man listens more willingly to witnesses than to teachers, and if he listens to teachers, it's because they are witnesses. The Second Vatican Council in Lumen Gentium reminds us that the laity are called to make the world holy in ways which only the laity can. Now the laity are called in a special way to make the church present and operative in those places and circumstances where only through them can it be the salt of the earth. Even more eloquently, Lumen Gentium teaches us that even when preoccupied with temporal cares, the laity can and must work. Even and when preoccupied with temporal cares, the laity can and must perform a work of great value for evangelization of the world. And even more succinctly, Lumen Gentium goes on to teach us, let the laity also by their combined efforts remedy the customs and conditions of the world, if they are an inducement to sin, so that they may all be conformed to the forms of justice, and may favor the practice of virtue rather than hinder it. By so doing, they will imbue culture and human activity with genuine moral values. Clearly, Catholics are called to engage in the mission of Christ and to not let society rot. We're supposed to be Catholics that are active, not passive. We are supposed to reflect who we are as children of God. Power should not isolate us from people. Selfishness is not our value. Greed is not our value. No, we are meant for one another. In the gospel, Jesus even more specific when telling the apostles before he ascended. He entrusted his mission to them, saying, "Go therefore, make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit." While the mission was entrusted to the apostles, given to the bishops and priests, every Baptist Christian, we are called to be partakers of the mission of Christ. We are supposed and we are called to evangelize by our lives. We are supposed to pray for those promoting hope, those promoting justice, those giving their lives for the life of the world. We are supposed to pray for them, and by giving witness to Christ, to follow without any strings attached. The question is Christ relying on your witness to him where no one else will? How can we testify to Christ in our daily lives? How is the ascension helping me and you to build a kingdom of peace, love, and hope? And friends, I leave you with this prayer, which comes from today's second reading. May God our Father enlighten the eyes of your minds, so that you may see what hope His call holds for you, what rich glories He has promised the saints that will inherit. Let me repeat this. May God our Father enlighten the eyes of your mind, so that you may come to see what hope His call holds for you, what rich glories He has promised the saints will inherit, and how infinitely great is the power He has exercised to all the believers. I wish you a blessed Ascension Sunday. May God bless you. Be the hope of the hopeless. Be justice for those having and experiencing injustices, and may this ascension bring us all together in unity. May God bless you. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.